So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Spider-Man, 2001, Tobey Maguire.
Up and away, Web!
So the thing I noticed about Peter Parker is every time he takes one step forward, he takes two steps backwards. For instance, the cafeteria scene, when he first starts figuring out he has spider powers, he has a little bit of confidence. So he goes into cafeteria, he's talking to Mary Jane a little bit. It's a nice interaction.
Wow, great reflexes.
Suddenly, as he's sitting down, his web slingers goes off, hits a bully in the face with a tray. All of a sudden, the bully's trying to fight Peter Parker. He's dodging left and right, ends up being the bully. It's a big moment, He finally, beat up his first bad guy as Spider-Man. But then he looks around and somebody comes up to him and says, "We all knew you were a freak, Parker." And then Mary Jane is kind of just looking at him crazy too. And so Parker is kind of just like, sad about it. He's a little bit down and out about it. It takes a big loss even though he kind of got a win. It's weird. Now the next scene is a little bit quicker and a little bit more funny, but it's still the same concept. It's when Spider-Man is crawling up the wall. He realizes he can crawl on walls, and then he starts swinging on the webs. And it's a really high moment, He's really getting in tune with his abilities. And then boom, face plants straight into a wall. Not really any huge consequence for that one, but it still just keeps up the theme consistent. So this third scene starts with Uncle Ben taking Peter Parker to the library. The library is what Peter Parker lied to them about. He really was trying to go to the WWE contest to compete. So right before Uncle Ben drops him off, Uncle Ben says to him, "With great power comes great responsibility." And Uncle Ben had said this after telling Peter it wasn't okay to get into a fight with Flash, and that even though he can beat him up doesn't mean he should beat him up.
Doesn't give you the right to.
Even that line in itself was kind of crazy, because Uncle Ben didn't even know that Peter Parker was Spider-Man. He just knew that his small grandson just beat up this dude. And he said, just because you can beat him up doesn't mean you should. He still said that he believed in Peter Parker that much. You know what Peter's response to that was? F you.
Stop lecturing me, please.
I don't mean to lecture and I don't mean to preach. And I know I'm not your father.
Then stop pretending to be.
Now, they left off in bad terms. Peter went off and did the WWE contest. And he actually won. It was a big deal, it was a big high in the movie. So Peter goes and tries to collect his money from the promoter.
I need
The promoter
that
only
money.
gives him like 10%.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
So it's a big deal, but Peter leaves shortchanged. Then all of a sudden this robber comes in, steals the cash, leaves out. Peter could have stopped him, but he was like, no, he gets payback, for getting
I'm taking
shortchanged.
that guy apart. Now he's gonna get away with my money.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
And that's, somewhat of a high for the movie, got even. As Peter Parker is walking back to the pickup spot to be picked up by his uncle, he notices his uncle's dead on the sidewalk. Police surrounding him. Peter, freaking out, asks, "Police, what happened?"
Carjack.
This robber just stole some money, stole the car, killed your uncle, and is free riding right now. So Spider-Man hears this and is enraged, just pissed. So this is the first time he really learns how to use his abilities, and he's swinging through the city and he finds his uncle's car. He swoops down, takes the robber out, beats him up, and eventually ends up killing the robber. This is arguably his darkest moment in the film. Although he's received countless dubs, he can't seem to catch a break. One step forward is two steps backwards for Peter Parker.